Savannah Chrisley's BS Murderous ex to be released on bail. Hello everyone, welcome back to my another video. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Savannah Chrisley's boyfriend, Robert Shiver's estranged wife, has a history of being dangerous and somewhat unstable. She even tried to kill Robert and has been behind bars, but now, Lindsay Shriver is set to be released on bail. Keep reading for more details on this terrifying situation. It is a very interesting situation that Savannah Chrisley has found herself in. At the beginning of 2023, her parents, Todd and Julie Chrisley, were put behind bars for a total of 19 years. Todd is serving 12 years in Pensacola while awaiting a transfer. Julie is in Kentucky serving 7 years, although she had a failed resentencing. This has been an immensely trying time for Savannah as she became the guardian of her two younger siblings, Grayson and Chloe. Plus, she was advocating for her parents to be released and wanted prison reform. At the same time, she met Robert Shiver despite saying she was holding off on dating anyone. Savannah seemed to not want anything major to happen in her life until her parents were home. Robert stole her heart, but he was also still married to Lindsay Shiver. It was complicated as his estranged wife also attempted to kill him. She had an alleged murder plot laid out to unalive Robert alongside her now ex-boyfriend, Terrence Bethel, and a hitman, per the Thomasville Times-Enterprise. On July 16, 2023 at Abaco, an island in the Bahamas, the defendants, while being together did, with a common purpose, agree to commit an offense, namely the murder of Richard Shiver. Robert had filed for divorce when he learned that Lindsay was having an affair. According to People, Lindsay and Terrence had their bond revoked after they were found to be speaking to the press. That was a breach of their pre-trial restrictions. Therefore, they had to stay longer. Now, Lindsay has been released on $100,000 bail and, as of Thursday, February 13th, should be out. She will next appear in court in August 2025, but no word on how this will affect her divorce. Savannah Chrisley made it clear that she wanted to have babies with Robert Shiver. However, the one caveat was that he had to be divorced. Lindsay Shiver being released may help the process because Savannah noted that Robert was pushing 40. Therefore, she felt he would want to have kids sooner rather than later. She has also talked about freezing her eggs due to her endometriosis, so that would be an insurance policy if it takes longer than expected. As to how she will handle his estranged wife's release is yet to be seen, or if she will address it on her podcast. Savannah Chrisley's boyfriend's murderous ex to be released on bail. The case surrounding the release of a convicted murderer has shocked many, especially with the high-profile individuals involved. Savannah Chrisley, a prominent figure in the world of reality television, has found herself at the center of a growing controversy as the ex of her current boyfriend, who had been convicted of murder, is now set to be released on bail after serving a portion of a sentence that has left many reeling. The development has sparked widespread public interest, with many questioning the circumstances that led to this decision and the potential impact it could have on both Chrisley's personal life and the lives of those involved in the case. Savannah Chrisley, who rose to fame on the popular reality show Chrisley Knows Best, has been in the public eye for years, both for her family's antics on the show and for her own personal life. However, this latest drama has thrust her into a much more serious and unsettling situation. Her boyfriend, who had been involved with an ex who was convicted of murder, is now facing the very real possibility of having this dark chapter of his life re-entered into public consciousness as his ex is granted bail, causing a ripple effect in their lives that no one could have predicted. The ex in question, whose name has been the subject of much speculation and media attention, had been serving time for a gruesome murder that took place several years ago. The details of the case had sent shockwaves through the community, with many expressing disbelief at the brutality of the crime. However, and despite the severity of the crime, the individual had been granted the opportunity to be released on bail after serving only a fraction of their sentence. This decision has sparked outrage among those who followed the case, with many questioning the fairness of the legal system and whether justice had truly been served. For Savannah Chrisley, this news is particularly difficult to process, as it means that the ex of her boyfriend, someone with such a dark past, could soon be re-entering society. Chrisley, who has worked hard to establish herself as an independent and strong woman in the public eye, now finds herself navigating a personal crisis that is both unsettling and emotionally charged. The circumstances surrounding this decision to release the convicted murderer on bail have been shrouded in controversy, with legal experts and the public at large divided on whether this decision was appropriate given the nature of the crime. The boyfriend of Savannah Chrisley, whose name has also been brought into the conversation due to his connection to the convicted murderer, has kept a relatively low profile since the news broke. Many have expressed concern for his well-being, as the public's scrutiny of his past relationships has intensified. Being associated with such a serious crime, especially one as horrific as murder, has undoubtedly placed a strain on his personal life and his relationship with Chrisley. The pressures of this situation have created a whirlwind of emotions for the couple, as they try to navigate their own lives while dealing with the media frenzy surrounding the release of his ex. The decision to grant bail to a convicted murderer has sparked heated debates across the country. Legal analysts have weighed in on the matter, with some arguing that the release is a reflection of the flaws within the criminal justice system, while others defend the move, stating that the legal system is designed to allow for rehabilitation and second chances. Regardless of the legal arguments, the emotional toll on those closest to the situation is undeniable. For Chrisley and her boyfriend, this turn of events has raised a multitude of questions about their future, as they are forced to confront the reality of living in a world where the past can sometimes come back to haunt you. Public reaction has been swift and intense, with many expressing outrage at the possibility of the murderer being released into society. Social media platforms have exploded with opinions from those who believe that such a decision undermines the integrity of the justice system and the rights of victims. Many have voiced concerns about the potential dangers posed by the individual's release, questioning whether they could pose a threat to others upon re-entering society. Others have criticized the decision as a slap in the face to the families of those affected by the crime, who have likely struggled with the emotional aftermath of losing a loved one in such a violent and tragic way. On the other side of the debate, some supporters of the decision to release the convicted murderer have pointed to the concept of redemption and rehabilitation. They argue that the criminal justice system should offer individuals the opportunity to rebuild their lives after serving time for their crimes, and that the process of rehabilitation can lead to meaningful change. Supporters of the release also point out that every individual, regardless of their past, deserves a second chance to re-enter society and contribute positively to the community. However, for many, these arguments feel hollow in light of the severity of the crime and the lasting impact it has had on the victims and their families. This situation has undoubtedly placed an incredible amount of strain on her relationship with her boyfriend and on her public image. As a reality television star who has built a brand based on her family's drama and her own personal journey, Chrisley is no stranger to the public eye. However, dealing with a crisis of this magnitude is different, as it involves not just the personal lives of those involved, but also the broader implications of the criminal justice system and its impact on society. Chrisley has always been open about her struggles and triumphs, but this new development represents a challenge that goes far beyond anything she has faced before. As the days pass and the details surrounding the release of the convicted murderer continue to unfold, Chrisley and her boyfriend will have to navigate a difficult path. The emotional fallout from this situation will likely continue for some time, as both of them come to terms with the consequences of the decision. For Chrisley, this situation may serve as a reminder that life in the public eye comes with both its rewards and its burdens, and that even the most unexpected events can change the course of one's life in an instant. The case has also prompted broader discussions about the nature of justice, punishment, and redemption, with many individuals wondering whether the criminal justice system truly serves the interests of the public and the victims it is meant to protect. The release of a convicted murderer on bail, particularly in such a high-profile case, has shaken the public's confidence in the system and raised important questions about what it means to seek justice in the modern world. As this story continues to develop, Savannah Chrisley, her boyfriend, and those involved in the case will undoubtedly face new challenges and difficult decisions. The world will be watching closely to see how this situation plays out, and whether the decision to release the murderer on bail will have lasting consequences for all parties involved. Whether the justice system's decision was the right one or not, one thing is certain. This case has brought to light the complex and often troubling intersection of the legal system, public perception, and the personal lives of those in the spotlight. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, America Trends 24, and stay with us.